I've been honest. Besides being honest, my attorneys, that I haven't been completely honest with them. So.
Oh my god. It's terrifying. Y'all, this is Angel Babies on YouTube. She's pinned in the description. Give her some love. Go show her subscribe. Awesome content. We watch quite a few of her videos. Very good stuff. Show her some love. Let's keep going.
It just blows my mind of how Gypsy just thought that was funny. Like, for her to just lie about any of this. I don't see how she thought that was funny. Well, I guess that's what happens when you're like a narcissist and a sociopath.
Whoa.
You just don't react the way that people would normally react, or how we would think that someone would normally react. Especially being in the position, that Gypsy was in. The fact that she unalived her own mother. This is something that you can't take back. This is something that you can't go back from.
Oh, man. Portia B, we've talked about Casey Anthony quite a bit, actually. Yeah, we talked about that whole situation.
I mean,
I think those videos are probably on YouTube. Those live streams.
You're okay with that? And you thought it was funny that you weren't telling the truth?
That is
Wow.
nuts.
Before I get all up into this video, everything in this video is either alleged, my thoughts and opinion, and or my perception. Since Gypsy's heinous crime against her own mother, she has done multiple interviews. One interview in particular that stands out to me. The one that she did with Dr. Phil. There was a lot of things in...
Oh, hell. Brie, it's The Mystery Project. This should be pinned on the screen, y'all. The Mystery Project on YouTube. You guys see it? Let me send it again. There you go. The Mystery Project on YouTube. Come on over, y'all.
In there that I thought was just so ridiculous for Gypsy to even say. For instance, Gypsy took a plea deal for second-degree unaliving of Dee Dee. She was sentenced to 10 years. She only served 8 years. She feels like she shouldn't have got that time. She felt like that was too harsh of a punishment for her.
Oh, hell.
She really didn't even feel like she belonged in prison, y'all. She said
crazy as hell.
that she was in the wrong place. So I'm guessing she wants to be in some kind of hospital. She probably still needs that, even though she's free. But to say that you shouldn't have even got the time you got, the nerve. That is crazy.
Sweet,
she didn't even do the whole 10. She did 8. 8 years. While Nicholas Gordejohn is serving the rest of his life. He didn't get a fair trial the first time. He may never get a fair trial. She's complaining about 10 years. And not just that, she had the nerve to say that she hated Nicholas Gordejohn. Hated him for what she masterminded. Gypsy had the nerve to tell Dr. Phil that Nicholas should have just told her, let's leave. Let's leave. While Nicholas said that's what he said. Nicholas had no reason to do anything to Dee Dee. And yet, Gypsy justified every reason to do what she did to Dee Dee. Dr. Phil had to remind her, you understand that someone lost their life, right? And you were responsible for this. She looks at him with a straight face. She says she understands. But her stance is still the same. She still believes that she's a victim. Like, her defense team really strategically came up with this whole much housing by proxy. Dee Dee was never diagnosed with much housing by proxy. And then they went on to the feeding tube. Dr. Phil asked Gypsy, do you believe that maybe Dee Dee could have been putting some other stuff in the in your feeding tube? She said she didn't know it was possible. It was possible. Then you could see her feeding off of this. Feeding off of this. The fact of the matter is we know that Gypsy was born with that micro deletion. Okay. A lot of the times, you guys, with much housing by proxy, the people, the victims don't get better. They don't get better.
Ivory, thank you.
Because that's how they get their attention, by keeping their victims sick. So if they're getting better, then it would defeat the purpose. You're not getting the attention that you wanted.
Oh, hell.
Dr. Phil asked Gypsy, was she happy that Dee Dee was gone? Was she happy that she passed? She said, no, she's not happy that she passed, but she is happy to be out of that situation. My perception of that
is crazy.
Is basically, yeah, she's happy that Dee Dee's gone, but she just doesn't want to say it that way. She wants to try to word it a different way.
Oh, hell.
But that's basically what it is. I mean, she was ecstatic. Her and Nicholas Gordejohn, when they went to that motel, you could not shut Gypsy up. She was laughing so hard. All she wanted to do was just eat brownies, laugh, and have sex.
Ba, 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 la, la, da, 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 da.
Not just that, it's been several people that have been locked up with Gypsy, or should I say allegedly locked up with her, that have said that Gypsy is not who she is portraying on the internet, y'all. People have said...
Dun, dun, dun. I think almost everybody's not who they are on the internet.
That Gypsy was proud of what she did, that she didn't have any remorse.
Dang, that's crazy. Imagine saying that. I'm proud of that.
And she didn't have any good things to say about Dee Dee behind bars. The fact of the matter is, that night she made a choice. She could have done what she did, or she could have just walked out and left. Walked out and left when Nicholas Gordejohn came. Changed her mind. Got on the bus with him, like they did after they did the deed, and went to where he was. What was Dee Dee going to do? What was she going to do? She really didn't even know much about Nicholas Gordejohn. In my opinion, y'all, she did it because she couldn't stand Dee Dee. She couldn't stand the sight of her. She didn't like the way her life was going. She didn't see Dee Dee in that picture.
Thanks for the follow, y'all.
And that's exactly what it is. Everybody around Gypsy is disposable. Nick was. Her mother was. Her husband was.
Ooh.
Her Pixie was.
Is that the dog?
Let's just hope she doesn't do the same thing to her own baby. I'm just saying.
Oh, dang.